Lila, 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 lila. Oneness,
coexistence,
oneness,
coexistence,
oneness,
coexistence.
openness in faith and ambition. Okay. We are seeing a happy Mother's Day. It's a dominant shadima. Ma, we are seeing a dear Nakopa Bono, your band, and Lydia. It's open your dominant shadima. Now, international should be not international and black. You pack a body at any man. And the idea is now a idea about Aquarian Gospel of Jesus the Christ. One of the other books I can't somebody Christ Jesus one, 7 in the Bible. The next chapter 37 of Aquarian Gospel Jesus the Christ. And the Bible has Jenny should play it to you.
Aquarian Gospel chapter 37. Jesus is presented with a camel. He goes to Lahore where he abides with Adani, who he teaches. Lesson on the wandering musician. Jesus resumed his journey. Verse 1. A caravan of merchantmen were journeying through the Kashmir Valley of. As Jesus passed that way, and they were going to Lahore, a city of the Khan, the 5-stream land.
Verse 1, Nani Pebino caravans like merchantmen, businessmen, Echo Clubisho. Out of 4 clothes by Kashmir. Kashmir, a horse here. I think it is between India and Pakistan. It is a holy land, Kashmir. So Jesus went to Kashmir. From Israel, the Jewish land, to Kashmir. So you can imagine. So Kashmir was here. And they have the history of Jesus.
Verse 2. The merchantmen had heard the prophet speak, had seen his mighty works in me, and they were glad to see him once again.
Businessmen, no matter cry Jesus in can, and so any movie in the castle wood, or money aside.
And when they knew that he was going to Lahore and then cross the sea through Persia and the farther east, and that he had no beast on which to ride.
Who said Jesus ebechi papa or called Saint or called Persia or called farther east. Persia is now Iran. In a way from country to country to country. They saw he didn't have a beast. What is a beast? It's an academy. It's either a camel or horse. So now because he didn't have a car. So remember they were businessmen. So next verse almost say.
They freely gave to him a noble battering beast, well saddled and equipped, and Jesus journeyed with the caravan.
Businessmen no epe a woman like a donkey. Almost says in the camera because so internationally comfortable. A providing you a better but a one. Remember, it is almost like a desert. Now, ultimately, 2 points. They freely did that to Jesus the Christ in Russia.
And when he reached Lahore, Adani and some other Brahmin priests received him with delight.
But Odu, Krona Efreno, Lahore, the high priest was Adani. One the Brahminic priest, Jesus. The church and said, Jesus, a poor honor. Now already, now it will soon be what I found the Brahminic religion. What to do? There was Brahminism. And the fact is when Jesus came, they are so far no more when you are edging it to you. So Jesus had good encounter with the Brahminic priests, and the high priest was called Ajani.
Ajani was the priest who came to Jesus in the night time in Benares many months before and heard the words of truth.
Ajani did not want to come by Yesu in Chenda. Abatana nice Esunya, the Esunya Dopia. It's not any of my say Yesu will be. It's not to me a day, a genome, a drush.
And Jesus was Ajani's guest. He taught Ajani many things, revealed to him the secrets of the healing act.
Ajani, a high priest, Muntie, Jesus came or went there without any title on the Kosoko Trade. Matotia said, Wakasami say, but Ajani being so humble, a high priest too. Edge Jesus benefit. Now Jesus chair never be including the healing act. The high priest humbled himself. For Jesus, remember, this time not only 30 years. He was because let me see. Sunday, okay, now our crowd will share the 7 wise men, remember. Now he was between 25 26. Because I can support me as an on this year, we need him. Monka son only 7 and I know we can smile and some of more very shame. It was nearly 24 years was I to share and so on. That was when he was 24. So this story is about when he was only 25. So I keep on asking you, and I say, what 25? They don't know me. They have told that challenge. So I don't know why this important story out there is with fear nobody. You know to me. You are included in the Holy Bible. Now I'm motivating you to know. 25 was teaching a high priest the healing act and many secrets.
Verse 8. He taught him how he could control the spirits of the air, the fire, the water, and the earth. And he explained to him the secret doctrines of forgiveness. And he blotted out
and the blotting
and the blotting out of sins.
Christ Jesus extra Ajani listens how to control the 4 elements: water, fire, air, and earth. Please, water, fire, air, and earth, they are elements. There are energies within them. You can call them spirits within them. How to control them? Like, for instance, so Peja was inside the show will be 1,000 Sankan. Let me be a Burano. Now we're tough. That is the spirit of air or the element of air. So what is you do a bishop? Let me be canon. That is the element of water. Many now spirits I will control. We need a hand, we need the Yeshukaya. But in other part, Jesus said, so which you control even the spirits of the elements. And I said, because it is an act. You are the other channel is one year or practicing when it is important. You will share the Ukushana. It doesn't mean that you are grown spiritually. But the most important thing is watch Anthony, how to use or control the spirits of air, water, fire, and earth. I will check the secret doctrine of forgiveness. When you forgive somebody, what is the meaning? So be around the channel. What is the meaning? We are not the channel when you find favor, 1 hour of favor. 1 hour of favor. So I secret or channel. And then I was searching the secret of blotting away of sins. See, I put our money and said the same. This they didn't teach us here. So I have money being here to say the same. There was a lot he taught Ajani, but the writer couldn't go into the mind of Ajani. Like I said, blotting away of sins, I said the same. The doctrine of forgiveness, I said the same. Yes, you don't push here. Never will not share the chief priest called Ajani.
One day, Ajani sat with Jesus in the temple porch. A band of wandering singers and musicians paused before the court to sing and play. Yes. Their music was most rich and delicate. Jesus said, among the high breed people of the land, we hear no sweeter music than that these uncalled children of the wilderness bring here to us.
One day, na ajani Jesus ati ya nini sa. Ono hu se ebinom eba se omo sha se omoto enwom. Na omoto enwom no Jesus simply to say, boys ready, I know what they. And no man, what he out and say yes, melody two, voice ewu. Anna or cats actually edging. Now a story begins. Listen, I don't know my motion in one tea. BBC will be a seller to be possible, man, hell, trial. I said, because nature is the greatest teacher. Sabi greatness and sabi. Maybe namina. We say we can we want to say the Franco. As we are banned in the war. No good na kwan ho. And our kwan if you pay the so. No more turn on the war. We bought keyboard. We bought guitar. We bought the war. Now it been also air. One watch your woman. Ask yourself questions why it is happening like that. You shall do it. Yes, I will. What is our say? Why? Ah, when you go to Pambino, what do you go to that? Or what on your musicians, you know what to the why? What you gonna soon? What do you put in as I can lyrics? What do you do? Now, what you think this moment? Then you ask yourself, next question. Identity. Hello? I'm what's happening in India, so give me see what we need to make a book. Maybe 9, 7, 8, 10. And you come back home, I'm not sure one back to but why them and not you? No, what you? Why them and not you? Why do you know that? Oh. Why them and not you? No, I know what you must say about that. One day later will ask you, what did you learn from the blind man? Will be some money. Then you challenge yourself and many kids here on the wire. Then I met me, I have brought the 7 years. You are doing nothing. You are not reading. You are not thinking. You are not planning. You are when you correct. Also, we are. We never saw so in some sort of good. If I become one of my own home, that's what we find. Then what you learn is, people are also in the circle field. It is trust. When you do so, we cannot trust you. Upon you, man, when you fear by our or be their son and son did not coffee, like I said, or deliver anything you want. Oh, when you do so, me, I cannot trust you. It is something, Nipana, or they send me the crap on about that turn. I won't want your son to cook you. Anyone will bear me, there will be a intimate one. How to woman with him? Today we should be macro. You should be my dear. You become sad, you learn no idea. It's not amazing. It's not wonderful. Some is near you. Share. Yeah, should be winning on more of a sound. If you are TikTok channel, if you can like come at channel. And then the other wouldn't need. And then I'm returning you on one day, wouldn't need. Now, I also will be telling you when you fry. And you are not learning from what has happened to them. Now. Are you thinking? Yeah, Jenny. Hello? Did you ever serious in the affair? When I'm going to marry Rabbi, you drown the Musa cry with you. A check, put it. You know, there 10 minutes. Skills are a check, put it. Speed, the sharpness. No, we don't want to. What's in our number of is in not listening, so no way in 9 and saying now. No, I want to put in the papa. Like our original boy. Put us in the answer. Don't say, well, so I mean, and Sunday night, you also could be here. We are no answer. Now, what is this concentration? Where from this concentration? Where from this alertness? Where from this intelligence? From okay. And where from this intelligence from Kuchani said, meaning to say, you are not learning from that. You are not sharp like a cat. Nature is the greatest teacher. Why do when you bash nature will laugh at you. And then it's like a way they simple. Sank I say, never remember how much you. Some to know we are near when someone on the wire. So I remember the ammonia factor, but I'm on the head. Sandy, no, now. Jesus and agony. Listen to what Jesus said about it. I would just ask them when we are, be a busy when we are saying you are ashamed. Now we should be asking, yes, a hash, yes, a hash, yes, yes, you are not letting know. Yes, you will be one in a year, send a girlfriend or new. Now, the one back. Now I check there at dining the bois. Now I send my men and the money in the one up about one with John Walker. Put here. Do you so when you are back, the woman was a sound by Boko Fana, and I want to watch you. Now what you don't, the antenna you answer, everything is a teacher. Yeah, everything is a teacher. So, what did Jesus say? And Jesus in agony. Discussion better because I can't plan more to you.
Verse 11. From hence this talent and this power. In one short life, they could not gain such grace of voice, such knowledge of the law of harmony and tone.
If I don't like I say,
He says.
One like I say,
He says.
so I repeat.
From hence this talent and this power. In one short life, they could not gain such grace of voice, such knowledge of the laws of harmony and tone.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
Moisha Namunji Hay. And then I add it, and you want to add it. On one sick, and Jesus said, why from this talent and this power? Talent went to you every river. In one short life, they could not gain such grace of voice, such knowledge of the laws of harmony and tone. Jesus said, one life will come back, one life. Say I walk up at 100 years, 200 years, and that is one life. Jesus said, when you said, the harmony of tone, that's what we have to prepare. Any 2 million in Diano. Or say, won't you for one life any day? So Jesus has started teaching about many lives. Oh, if you want to know, I don't know. Let me count here. When you see our musicians singing, yeah, we're doing it. Let me show. Let me show. What you 2 million is at? Michelle, me could be, meaning. 54 meaning like Bob Marley. Do you think Bob Marley was just an ordinary musician? The wise didn't see a room of who's on your ordinary room. But he couldn't have acquired that knowledge in one single life. He was only 36 when he died. The time was like as had. Someone can the mystic voice in the song. What do you face on nature? What is I? So it means he didn't acquire those that knowledge in his 30 years or 36 years life. What? And also, I can't say, yes, I guess only 20, and I guess only some man that off. Is it even possible? I can report what was you. I can report. He had that knowledge. He just came to top up. This is how we learn. Look at Lucky today. Some more come. Yeah, I'm questioning you. The main kind title. What's it? What I want the man in black suit ambassador or your time is up. One guy's animal. Now, Mr. Papa, he had a revelation about how death happens. What this crowd in work, who taught him? On this one, he fought in 90 years. But now we're starting new. We are black and white, we are one. Black and white, we are one. Yes, sir. And not two animals. When I tell you, you thought it was this in one life. No. So Jesus is saying the beauty, the voice, the harmony, the tone, the power couldn't have been achieved in just one single life. It's not possible. But I'm okay. When you see somebody talking like me like this, it is not because of this life. Nothing I have learned from my parents in terms of spirituality, opinions and American, no, that is that. What I teach as a spiritual teacher, religious teacher, now my mother is asking me question every day she asks. Now question. It's when you have been hey, I'm slow. Maybe I'm slow. I'm slow. Then I remind her, say, so I can say, well, down to be free, more soon, that I said, yeah, by infinite mortal. Now you're down on pet, because I was saying, it is too bad to keep somebody in the water for a long time. Why? This thing happened in 1989. And I'm a one down from the general saying, do what car when you now? Now I'm saying, I didn't say my never saw Sada. Yes. And I can tell you. Now, the only example is one children. The air was said this like in Michelle. No, it is just a continuation. But then people don't even want to believe this. Because a new continuation, said you know will be actually different. Let me count here. And they are over who the actual the boy. The actual, so what you can send your answer and tell. What did you like me fast on the boat in the end of prayer? Like I said, what they buy in the one. Now they are all things otherwise you can't have a prayer. Open one is a back. Not to share on maybe or brand new outside. It means you came with that knowledge. And how did it come? As I did my main home and your past life. You then I'll trust. Then trust.
Men call them
prodigies.
There are no prodigies. All things result from natural.
They are no prodigies. They don't have special talents. Some of them are dance. What's this out? All things result from natural law. Law is that what they say. Who be class 1%, or class 2, who be class 2%, or class 3. The law is set. You pass the exam, you move for that is the law. That is the law. Everything comes from natural law. Who you are today is because of the law. The law is said, the way they say, that is law. There's no magic anywhere. Let's continue.
These people are not young.
Number one. Yeah, full stop. But don't full stop. Make full stop. No one you know me about that. No meaning. Jesus says, they are not what? No. I said, first.
1,000 years would not suffice. 1,000 years will not suffice to give them such divine expressiveness and such purity of voice and touch.
This is Jesus the Christ, the Son of Mary. Was it they are not young? 1,000 years would not suffice to give them such divine expressiveness and such purity of voice and touch. Was it even 1,000 years? And yes, sir, which me aboard, what in expression of Mosa. No money, I did there, sir. Jesus the Master talking about 1,000 years. So, see, 150 now, so it is like a dot in 1,000 years. I said 1,000 years ago, you cannot get that voice in why. That is the reason why when you get someone like Lumba said they think at a long time. That's the reason why when you hear when you see Messi playing, think it's a long time. We did not start life from this life. We continue from where we left from. Whether you believe in it or not, media I empty and I'm really fun, you know. The beer, the big beer. Now, a family football team back on Pracope. Now, Paco, Jim Bebre, a chamber back on. Over the Super Bowl. One was the film of what you feel. I hope you understand that. But even 1,000 years will not suffice to give this great expressiveness. Not even 1,000 years. Next sentence was saying
10,000 years ago.
Now Jesus is explaining. Are you surprised? How many years ago?
10,000
So I am
years
asking,
ago.
Adam Berry has how many years now? Adam Berry has how many years now? From Adam to Abraham, 2,000 years. From Abraham to Jesus, 2,000 years. From Jesus to now is 2,000 something years. So by biblical calculation, from Adam to now is 6,000 something years. Jesus is talking about 10,000 years, even at that time, he says you are just. So who is Adam and what is the meaning of the age of Adam? Huh? Hello? What's how many years? 10,000 years ago, Jesus the Master is reading the kids. Oh, how old are you?
10,000 years ago, these people mastered harmony. In days of old, they trod the busy
thoroughfares of life
and caught the melody of birds and played on harps of perfect form.
Yes, who can explain? 10,000 years ago, they mastered harmony. They mastered harmony. In days of old, they trod the busy thoroughfares of life and caught the melodies of birds and played on harps of perfect form. What is melodies of birds? Every animal has an expression. As in smartness from the cat, calmness from the cat, boldness from the cramming dog. Nice voice and melody from the bird, sharp eyes from the perfume. Humility from the elephant, despite its size. It's an elephant from Brazil. Our expression here is they learn this harmonious expression from birds, and they learned how to sing in harmony 10,000 years ago. It is surprising. Get to us.
And they have come again to learn still other lessons from the varied notes of manifest.
And they have what?
They have come again.
You send them back and Omasan then. So can you must say, oh, no, this I have to say. What is the standard of human beings now? So can you must say, what is the standard of human beings now? Hello? That is the reason why so we will be on the level, know how to live with the person. So what you do, based on what you have accumulated from your past life, don't let somebody spoil you because no way they need. Simple music, Jesus is saying, he said, 10,000 years ago they came to master something. They have come again to build upon that. That is the essence of life until there is perfection. That is what everybody will go through until there is perfection. Now, where the person Kasa, the way the person Jane, say the person more day now, you know the state of this world now. You know the state of this world now. The Nipanian Nipa, what the amount share, maybe you are not now saying the amount share. So, what team is amount share? What will you do? Facebook or Focus amount share? And I'm going from my junior, something is happening. At the level of this generation. There are just few people who are above the generation. People are crazy about the generation. People have come to learn because no more want to be cautious. And from the look of things, most people will slip in their next life. Remember, yeah, the
These wandering people formed a part of heaven's orchestra. And in the land of perfect things, the very angels would delight to hear them play and sing.
It hits the angels in heaven. It hits the angels in heaven. It makes the angels delight to hear them play and sing. Listen. The Abraham here turn your mind. Let's be very careful. So to not harmony are correct. It hates the angels of God. You may have to add the AM Bible. You may have to can't say which level work. Open the track. That is how the angels will see you. You may know. Or someone harmony in the air that might even make the angels what? Delighted. Now a wow I'm money. What's it? And in the land of perfect things, the very angels would delight to hear them play and sing. You can come up to even angels take delight and they want to hear them sing. What do purpose so dear? The nice voice is even attracting angels. Say that this is kind. One day, apparently, go. Grab a motor, you must have not so can. Some seven can, 77. One must say, 1 year from without my James story better than your problem. You don't even know.
And Jesus taught the common people of love. He healed their sick and showed to them the way to rise to better things by helpfulness.
Yes, actually, you can't want laugh or party. What's I had now, what's your son in there? I'm not going to When Papa knows I find you could feel. Papa knows she and you about how to master the elements. No, I say she and one more to the Monstrasa, who really know how to better their lives. Yes, Jesus Christ was a teacher. Now, Sasa, I have to share the entrance.
He said, we are not rich by what we get and hope. The only things we keep are those we give away.
And yet, Nema, if it are now yet sickly. Hello? The woman, the wow, did my animal yesterday. You move on. Go to the next sentence.
If you live the perfect life, give forth your life in service for your kind, and for the form of life that men esteem the lower form of life.
The old woman had a wood. So will be now wouldn't be you a brave woman. Give it to people. So that those in lower lives also what? Come up. Like I said, the immediate means I'm rich. I'm trying to give you something to let you grow up. So I am rich. If I keep it, I'm no more rich. Giving you means I'm rich. Then it means a better man needs something. Now, they want to come over. They will be. They will money for idea today. Because of what idea today, use your mind to push for the betterment of the world. It means you are rich and prosperous.
But Jesus could not tarry longer in Laho. He paid the priest and other friends farewell, and then he took his camel and he went his way towards the sea.
Towards Saint. I don't know. Say a nice story. Or close to you. Jesus. But or here, so paying Gino, or look on you. Mom will send me a film by. Make me sound. And you was our down for that torture. I send me up with your course. The one shall be a good. And the media will be here is set out from the house or from the house. Now, come back, the basic crime will be there are lessons for you. Be a white trial. Nature, per se, will be a certain reason. There is the hair as a year on an end. Nature, a person will share the detail. Maybe I wanted the winning set, and I'm so the continuum. Bams bed and Pobishia Sanam and a solution by any national. Could some can go to the young way preaching. We're between the way preaching. Now it is big preaching. You know, we live about and say, who are they? Or me a final, or know what you want to say. You come over and you want to say. Now we'll show more. Now we show say. Then I learn so much from that. A bit basic life tendency. Oh, you ask yourself, please, is your one never so like And he was highly enlightened, though they don't know. So just singing. This is what Jesus brought out. Well, what? Then I want to ask you. Remember, Jesus didn't say 100 years ago. Didn't say 200 years ago. Was how many years? How many years? 10,000 years ago, they came to learn how to have harmony, learn from the birds, and to have good truths. Now they have come again to learn. What do we have learned here? The last time I learned. Mom said you were cheap back. The last time, where were you? This is Aquarian Gospel chapter 10. It's very beautiful. But you see, this story of reincarnation and Ipantiasi. Please, and just any people who are obeying we are saying, say, the woman who are nipa, make us and the woman who are nipa and the soul. This is just we are saying that one day is what to account that Sunday, not in show week. So I've changed my clothes. One day, what to account then the soul will come with a different academic one. But it is still you. Then you continue from where you left. That is the essence of reincarnation. So I don't know why. It is an Aquarian gospel. But there are certain points in the Bible, this is Aquarian gospel of Jesus Christ. Jesus talking about reincarnation here in a direct way. While we use the word reincarnation, was it they have come again. 10,000 years ago they were like this. And he said, even 1,000 years cannot suffice them to get that knowledge. Well, I don't know what I say. Did you can say? Some team come. Hello? Did you have a chance to say we should be and come to adapt? Making, you came here only again. So, Bessie, I did not do level. You tell me she had not do level. If you delay, a bad sound who points to a baby as a check, or put to a baby as just because of what would be a ticket. That's the reason why the word the person came. Sadly, came on the so you have to learn more and get more. There are some people, there are only 1 or 2 reasons why they have come back. Only 1 or 2 reasons. Depending on it, or more yet, what have you back after over 2 months of 1 year? Then he or she, or your hands he, then he will want to come again to make amends, to go and serve where he came on your home. That is the only reason why he has come. Don't you know? In Kaka said, if you are shady, the body gets away to shady. Actually, God was meeting Jesus. Now there was here day on her. Now Jesus has proved to him what reincarnation is. Now Uber said, so one name for that number of 10,000 years ago, we come as some cross. And they won't. If Ajani was not even part of them at that time, and also only part of that conversation. So if you are sitting here, if you are not part to listen to you, you won't come. And if you come, that's a one sentence, binti keke na also ushami. You get a sentence and go away, I don't care. But what you do with that thing is your problem. If you are not destined to come and sit here and listen, no matter, and control that. So make maximum use of why you are here, why you are listening. Make me soon. Then say baby as you. Obintim begna keke, kasa, ombra only. Sorry, ombra only data. Yakasa only data. Yasale ma no Lucian no count. No, it is beyond this life. Maybe sometimes even 3 past life, then you can boom and be missing. That is the beauty. In some portion, yes. These are the mysteries of the world. And then everyone will say, yes, God is indeed just. Jesus met Ajani in Lahore. Munka, the rich man, the businessman, provided him with a caravan. The beast abroad, but now so that they move from country to country, free of charge, because we move with away in Ampani and Panso, so pay should need a fee. I'm almost a senior dear one. Sana and nonsense of paying credits in Sia Commission. Nicodemus, Sana and Dawson is a Sia Commission. There are so many Pharisees. One more man of 2 years to work for them. link in the order that was here. Hey, there Nicodemus the level. Now do level here. He just had to top up with this. Yes, all the top up on so the camera. It was Jesus one. I didn't push him on one for Jesus one to push him. No, I found the one. There they push him for him. There they push him for Shiani. Shiani, we all like. That is the essence of reincarnation. That is the essence of this Aquarian Gospel chapter 37. Or two point now you our level. You maybe you do. You what we are adding up. You say you do level based on who we were. Treat everybody equal. Treat everybody with love. According to what you can. China, as some man born in Pantampi, so why she Sassability, you have to come and so. And I don't think so. Who wouldn't think, Membra, near finding a miss and baby. Why should I waste my life? The Macan who wouldn't think I mean baby as for what? So I'll make sure that this is thread. Again, the doctrine about the secret of forgiveness. Me, we are one of the tower. Me, I'm a boy, my Utiwa be boy forever. Make them my free, they make out to get it. So you save yourself from that. Now, hope you mobile. Number you are coming to top up, you are coming to learn well. Your friend today is your friend because you were friends in your past life. You have become friends either to pay back or to learn from each other. Yamin Parry, say this year from far you pay us back. Yamin must have the free abrabu. Now, you are going to learn from them. The boy, the name of your Bobra, and my brother, and come on to me and why, and yes, I see. Oh, no, Amen.